In this lesson, we are going to learn basic of cubes. So I'm Dure and I'm here to give the free math lessons only on my YouTube channel Maths with Dure. Let's take a start. We will understand the relationship of cube and cube roots first. And also we will understand the methods, different methods to find cube roots. Let's take a start. Let's suppose I want to find a cube of number 2. First of all, cube means what? Cube means a number, whatever the number I want to find, a number I'm taking 2 and I want to take its cube. So means I will multiply that number 3 times with itself. Our same number we need to multiply 3 times. Cube means 3 times, right? Okay. So its answer will be 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. So you can say cube of 2 is 8. And that 8 is basically a cube number. You can say that a cube number. And also you can say it is called perfect square. Sorry, cube. Perfect cube. So it has two names. The number we are getting after multiplying the number itself, it has two names. Cube number, you can say a cube number, or you can name it with perfect cube. Clear? Okay. Let's suppose we are taking another example, and that is 5. I want to take a cube root of 5. So means I need to multiply this 5 3 times. Means a number should be multiplied 3 times with itself. So I'm going to multiply 5 one time, second 5, second time, and again 5 3 times. So then we will get the answer. So that answer will be 125. How do I know? Because 5 times 5 is giving us 25. And after multiplying 25 with 5, we will get 125. Is that okay? But remember, cube we always donate with power 3, right? If I say the number is 3, if I want to find the cube of 3, then I need to know 3 should be written in the power of 3. So means it can be written like 3 times 3 and times 3. Is that clear? But remember one thing. The relation. What is the relation of this 5 and this 125 with it? So as I told you, if I want to find the cube of 5, if I say I want to find the cube of 5, so 5 ka cube will be, let me pick a color, cube. Cube of 5 will be, as we have calculated, that is 125. Okay, that is a cube number. That is, you say 5 5 cubed is 125. But if I want to find the square root of it, cube root of it, sorry for the square root, cube root of this number. So what will I do? So I have to take a cube root, means that cube root of 125. And remember, this cube root, we denote this cube root like this. It's similar to a square root, but remember that is a square root. Nothing is mentioned means it is a square root. And sometimes two mentioned, then also it's called square root. But for the cube root, it's important 3 should be written outside. Okay? And yes, of course, the same as the square number, as I told you in the previous video, its value is 1 upon 3. Okay. Come back to the concept or understanding the relationship of 5 and 125. As I told you, if I want to find the cube of 5, so you can say 5 cubed is 125. It's fine because we multiply this 5 3 times. 5 times 5 times 5, just like this. Okay. But once if we want to find the cube root of this 125, then at that time we have to write this 125 in its index form in the power of 3. Means it should be written in the power of 3. 5 raised to power 3. And once we know it's written in the power of 3, that cube root we can cancel out with its power of 3. Okay. So you can observe the answer which we are getting is 5, and that is the reverse. So basically you can say cube and cube roots have inverse relation. They have a inverse relation, right? Its relationship we understand till here. Okay. So Now we will understand one more thing, and that is how can we calculate, how can we find the cube roots with different methods. So before finding the cube roots with different methods, we need to memorize few cube numbers. So let me write 1 cube. How can I write it? 1 times 1 and 1 times 1. You should remember at least 10 cube numbers, okay? So basically 2 cubed means that you are multiplying 2 3 times, then you are getting the answer. And 3 cube, same as 3 cube, so I can write the answer directly. 27 and 4 cube is 64, and same as 5 cube is 125, and cube of 6 is 216, cube of 7 is 343, cube of 8 is 512, cube of 9 is 729, and cube of 10 in the last is 1000. Okay, so for mental maths, that is really important to memorize at least 10 cube numbers. Okay, that is really important. They will help you a lot. Okay, now we need to memorize, we need to understand further the concept of the methods of finding cube roots. So let's take a start. So there are basically two methods. There are basically two methods. Method one is always, it's our priority, um, prime factorization. Prime factorization. Everyone is familiar with this method, right? We will be given with a number, and by using the particular number, we have to factorize that number and find its factor, and then we have to proceed to get the answer. So let's take a start with the help of an example. I will take a start with, let me write a number. I'll take a little complex number. Okay, example one. We have to calculate the cube root of 2744. Okay, by using prime factorization method, that is important, that number should be factorized first. Means it should be factorized in the product of its prime number. Like you already know the ladder method, we have to divide a number like this. Okay, so let's take a start and remember one thing: the all factors should be prime. All factors should be prime. Means prime means what? 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on, right? You cannot say, okay, I can use 4, I can use 6. No, you cannot use. So means all factors should be prime factors. Okay, so I will use only this number. I will write this number here and I will start dividing it. Start dividing it. And remember, there is a rule to start prime factorization. You always take a start with the smallest prime number first. Okay, smallest prime number. Okay, remember here there is also a hint, and the hint is you have to memorize, or you need to be very good in divisibility rules. Okay, so you can apply the divisibility rules too before dividing, so you will be comfortable in while division. Okay, let's take a start. As you know, this number is an even number. What is meant by even number? When any number ends at 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, any one of it, so the whole number will be called an even number. Means that number will completely divisible by 2, right? So I will take a start with 2. Okay, 2 times 1 is 1, 2 times 3 is 6, and then 14. 2 7's time is 14, and now 2's time is 4. Okay, I'll go next. Now, you will now again check this number. It becomes a new number for you. So you have to observe, can you apply divisibility test for 2? Just look at the last digit. Last digit should be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 if we are considering this number is an even number. So yes, here I can observe 2 is in the last. So you can say the last digit is 2. So it means that number is divisible by 2. So I will take a start by dividing 2. 2 times 1 is nothing. So I will go with and take the nearest number. The nearest number in table 2 is 12. 2 6 are 12, and 1 we will give to the next number. It becomes 17, and 17 never comes in table 2. So I will go with the nearest number, that is 2 8s are 16, and now it becomes 2 6 are 12. Now again, you can observe the last digit is 6. So it means the whole number will be considered as an even number. So you will divide with 2. 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, and 2 threes are 6. Okay. Now this number is not an even number. So we have to apply the divisibility test for 3. You can apply the divisibility test for 3. The test for 3 is whatever the number is, you have to add the all digits. What is the answer? 4 plus 3, 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10. So means this 10 should be divisible by 3. ये 3 का multiple होना चाहिए. It should be a multiple of 3. It should be divisible by 3, but it is not. So it means we cannot apply this. So let's move next. For divisibility test 5, the last digit of this 343 should be 0 or 5. So, but it's not. So it means we cannot apply this. So move next. 7. What is the divisibility test for 7? Divisibility test for 7 is very easy. Double the last digit. I will do the working at the right side. Let me erase that area. It will be helpful for you also, okay? Okay, double the last digit. I'm writing this number. Double the last digit. Last digit is 3. Double it. 3 times 2. All right. And now subtract from whatever the first digits are. It can be single digit. It can be double digit. So means you have to subtract from 34. So you will subtract from 34. Okay. 34 minus 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract it. क्या आंसर आता है? It will be 28. Now check the answer. Answer should be a multiple of 7, or you can say should be divisible by 7. तो 7 के टेबल से तो आता है, divide होता है. So it means we can apply divisibility test for 7. Let's divide it. 7 times, अच्छा जी, 30 नहीं आता, 34 नहीं आता, तो we will take the nearest number. That is 7 fours are 28. Okay. Now 34 minus 28 is giving us 6. So 6 will be, we will give 6 to the next number. It becomes 63. Now, 7 times 9 is 63. This means that we can take this 9 here. 7 times 9 is 63. Now, 7 sevens are 49 and 7 ones are 7. Okay, all right. So at the first step, we need to factorize this number. We have factorized it. All right. Now we need to take these. We have to make a pair of group of 3. ठीक है? सिंगल एक नंबर जो भी है उसका ग्रुप ऑफ 3 बनाना है. So you can observe 1, 2, 3 means 3 की power 2. I can write it. And here you have taken 7 group of 3. तो आपने 7 को 3 times एक ग्रुप में फिक्स कर लिया. Is that okay till here? Is that clear? Okay. So what will I do? Now I will just shift this number, this 2744, this 2744 into its prime factors. तो इसके prime factors हैं 2 raised to power 3 into 7 raised to power 3. Okay. Remember one thing, अब power में ये आ गया, 2 भी आ गया, 7 भी आ गया. तो I cannot cancel the square root with this power in this way. No, it is a wrong way. What you need to do, you have to make a single part of this number. आप इस number की single part बनाओगे. अब तो इस वक्त तो 2 दोनों के ऊपर power separate है. So you have to make one power. So what you will do, you will write this 2 as it is. You will write this 2 as it is. And you will take this 3 and this 3 as the common. मतलब इसको one time you will write it. Why? Because you have to cancel with this cube root. And cube root is only single time given. So that's why you need to take a common. Is that okay? Okay, so now I'm going to write it in this way. All right, so now I will take the cube root as it is. Now I can cancel it. It becomes a number. The remaining number is 7 twos are 14. So it means that 14, if we multiply it 3 times, so we will get this answer, and that is 2744. All right, so let's take one more, a little complex example, and the example. Let's take one more example, a little complex example. We have to find the cube root of that particular number. What are the steps? Just recall, whatever the number is, we have to factorize it, right? And we have to write this number into into its product of its prime factors. Whatever the factors comes, you have to just factorize it. Okay. So basically, by using prime factorization, that is important. We have to go with this method, and we need to just at the first step, we need to factorize that number by using a ladder method. I'm going to factorize it. 175616. And remember one thing, there is a hint. You need to be very good. You need to be very good at tables and divisibility test. Okay, that is really important. It will be helpful for you. All right. So that number is an even number. So I know I can factorize it. So I will start using a very smallest prime number, and you have to. All right. So let's take a start. So I will go to 8s are 16, to 7s are 14, to 8s are 16. Let me write. Two zeros are 0 because that one is a smaller than 2. And then it becomes 16, and two 8s are 16. It's again an even number. So I will divide with 2. Two 4s are 8. Two 3s are 6. Two 9s are 18. Two zeros are 0. Two 4s are 8. Two 2s are 4. Two 1s are 2. Two 9s are 18. Two 5s are 10. Two 2s are 4. Two 1s are 2. Two zeros are 0. Two 4s are 8. Two zeros are 0. It become 19 now. All right. So two 9s are 18. I'll take a nearest number. Two 9s are 18. Two 7s are 14. Two 6 are 12. All right. Again two 5s are 10. Two 4s are 8. Two 8s are 16. Two 8s are 16. Again two 2s are 4. Two 7s are 14. Two 4s are 8. Two 4s are 8. All right. Again two 1s are 2. Two 3s are 6. Two 7s are 14. Two 2s are 4. Again two 6 are 12. Two 8s are 16. Two 6 are 12. Two 3s are 6. Two 4s are 8. Two 3s are 6. And now 7 4s are 28. And 7 9s are 63. Now 7 7s are 49. 7 1s are 7. Right? You have to factorize any number till 1. Okay? All right. Now, first step was you have to factorize a number, and the second step you have to write that particular number into its prime factorizations product. So let me write it. Let me set up page. 1 minute. Okay. Now, this number is written 1. Let me write it. 175616. What are its products? Its prime factors कौन से हैं? So remember, you have to make a group of 3. अब ये 2 तो बहुत टाइम आया हुआ है, तो you cannot write or take all groups at a time, all 2s at a time. So you have to make a group of 3. ठीक है? You have to make a group of 3. 3 3 3 वो भी एक जैसे, it should be same. ठीक है? And 7 is also 3 times given. All right, that's great. So it means 2 raised to power 3, and ये भी 2 3 times, and ये भी 2 3 times, and this 7 3 times. You know, we can write in its index notation because the base number is 2 and its power we can add them, right? Because they are multiplying with each other. So right now, let me write whole first time. 2 how many times? 3 times is given. Okay, and then next 2 again 3 times, and total 9 times 2 we have to write, and 7 only 3 times. Okay, you can just observe I did not put a cube root in the starting. I'm just equalating. We have to equate that number to with its prime factors, product of prime factors, right? Okay, so I can write, I can make a group here. You know, I already made a group of 3, so you can easily write it. 2 3 times, because you know it's a base number and its power you can add it, right? And this 2 you can write like this, and this 2, and you can write in its index notation in the form of exponential form, right? And this 7 also you can say, you can write it in this form. All right, so basically this number is 2, this 2, this 2, this 2. All these numbers we have written in its power of cube. Why cube? Because we are going to find the cube roots. तो पहले जो भी numbers थे उनकी power 3 होना जरूरी है. So what will I do? I will write the base numbers together. ये जो base numbers हैं, I will write them together. Only these numbers, ठीक है? And remember, its power you can take as a common. You can take as the common. You can write it one time outside. Clear? Basically, this number, ये जो base number से ये सबकी power 3333 है. So once you will take and write it as the single common, तो मतलब ये जो पूरा number है, ये पूरे का पूरा क्या होगा? इसका cube जो सा है वो इसके equal होगा. So it means that once we will multiply 2 times 2 is giving us 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 7 is 56. So means that 56 cube, 56 is a root basically, but still it has a power 3, we have to remove it. So means that this whole number is equals to this number. 175616 equals to 56 cube. Now we will take a cube root on both sides. Once we get the cube root, we know we can do the cancellation. We can cancel this 3 with its cube root and we will get the answer 56. So remember, for prime factorization method, it is important you need to just factorize a number by using prime factorization method and write its all these factors with in a form of product, right? And make a group of 3 and then find the final result, all right, by taking a cube root on both sides. There is a second method, and that is estimation method. Means without any division or factorization, we have to find the cube root of the given number. There are few steps which we need to keep it in our mind. We have to divide a number into group of 3. The number, that is a number. Okay, I'm writing this number here and I have to divide in the group of 3. Means that I will start dividing from the unit side. 1, 2, 3, group number 1. 1, 2, 3, and group number 2. All right, it's done. Second step, as per second step, the unit digit of the group 1. Where is the group 1? Here it is. So I will write this group 1 again. Okay. The unit digit of group 1. So means that they are going to talk about this unit digit. All right. Okay. Decides the unit digit of the cube. Means it will decide. It will decide the unit digit of this cube root. Of its cube root. So means that we will take cube of 6. The cube of 6 is, we know, 216. So what is the unit place of it? 6. So we will write this 6 here. Clear till here? Okay. Now, move next. Next is step 3. Unit digit of the perfect cube should be smaller than the group 2. Okay. Let me take it easy. We will take this group 2. That is 175. Okay, 175. Now we have to find the nearest cube number of this number. Nearest ले लें या इसके equal ले लें. Okay, let me write few numbers. 1 cube is 1. Cube of 2 is 8. Cube of 3 is 27. Cube of 4 is 64. Cube of 5 is 125. Cube of 6 is 216. Oh, 216 is becoming a bigger number, so I will not take this because I need to take a nearest number, nearest cube number, and that is 125. Okay, so it means you can say that 125 is smaller than 175, but it can be equals to. Okay, अगर कोई ऐसा number मिले जो इस group 2 के equal हो, तो you can take it. All right, but you cannot take the bigger number. All right, अब करना क्या है? That number, that root. ये जो 5 का cube 125 आया था, so you will take this 5. This 5 will be our tens place of this root, 56. Right? Let me revise once. Whatever the number will be given, that number is given. We are not going to factorize it. We have to divide into 2 groups, group of 3, and we will start dividing from the unit side. Okay. So here, what we did, we divide into 2 groups, group number 1, group number 2. Okay. We will take group number 1 and its unit place, we will take a cube of it, or uski jo unit place hogi, that will be a unit place of the particular cube number, right? जिसका हम square cube root लेने जा रहे हैं, ये उसका होगा. All right. At the second step, we will take this number, group number 2, that is 175. अब उसके nearest हम cube number ढूंढेंगे. Nearest one. It can be a smaller, it can be a equal, but it cannot be a greater. तो हमने निकालते हुए हमें realize हुआ 64 बहुत छोटा है. 125 is the nearest one, but 216 is the bigger one. So we will go and take 125. So we understand 125 is a smaller than. तो किसका cube number था, किसका ये perfect cube था? 5 का. So that 5 will be our tens place of that number. Right? Okay. Now we will take one more example. And that example is, we have to write it. 1 minute. We have to take a cube root of 110,592, and we have to use estimation method, right? Okay. So as per step one, we have to divide this number into two groups. Group of 3, 10592, and start dividing from the right side, unit side. 1, 2, 3. Group number 1, 1, 2, 3. Group number 2. Is that okay? Okay. All right. Now we need to take this group number 1, this group number 1, and we need to focus at its unit place. What is the unit place of it? Its unit place is 2, digit 2, and that we have to take the cube of this digit 2, that is 8. So that will be our unit place of iska answer. Clear? It will both will be same. All right. Now we will take group number 2. Group number 2 is 110. All right. Clear? Okay. So for 110, what we need to do, we have to find the nearest perfect square. We have to find the nearest perfect square. So let me write the few perfect squares. And we have written here, one cube of 1 is 1, cube of 2 is 8, cube of 3 is 24, cube of 4 is 64, and cube of 5 is 125. So 112 say 125, 110 say 125 तो हो गया bigger. I will not take it. ठीक है? So I have to take a smaller one or equal one. So I will go with the previous one. So I will take this one, right? So अब 64, yeah, exactly. 64 smaller है 110 से. I got it. But how can I decide its tens place? This number, ये जो root था, ये 4 will be a tens place of this root. That will be 4. So basically 48 is the answer. So basically you can say 48 is the answer. It's a cube root of this number 110592, right? Okay. I'm just giving you a few questions for your further practice, and I hope you will be comfortable with this method. Let me write few numbers, and the numbers are, I'm giving you basically practice sums, right? You have to practice it with both methods. Understand? Let me write it. 1 minute. Okay. So I'm giving you a question. You have to find the cube root of 216, cube root of 2744, and you need to apply both methods. All right. Number 1, number 2, and the last one is 9261. I know it's a little harder, but you can do it.